What is going on, guys? This is the Maafia Garage here, and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 things that I love about my Toyota Sera. As you guys can see, that's the first thing that I love about my Toyota Sera. It never gets old whenever you open up the doors on it, and especially when people go freaking ape crap. I don't want to say the other word, ape, the S word, but people go ape crap when they see this open up. They're like, oh my god! They start screaming, hooting, hollering, start asking for my autograph. Nah, they don't ask for all that. But I lie to you not. Someone did stop me and say, "Are you the Mafia Garage?" I'm like, I sure am. Thank you for noticing. But, it was a great feeling. And, people like, okay, so, all right, I'm going to say it right now. When I reverse this car into a parking spot, I can't really see the lines sometimes because my head always hits the glass. So when I'm trying to look over, so what I have to do is I have to open up the door and reverse it while the door's open. Now, some might say, "Damn, man, you're such a show off," and then some might say, "Damn, you're such an a-hole. Look at you, Mr. Show Off." I'm like, look, guys. I'm not trying to flex on anybody, okay? I'm just trying to park my car like any normal citizen would, okay? But yes, it's pretty cool. And so yeah, like people they love to see this and it always brightens up people's day. So that's my first thing that I like about the car. All right, guys. So for the second thing I love about my Toyota Sera is the reliability. Uh, This car has been really, really good to me. I had this for half a year. Uh, what can I say? I mean, I did a couple of stuff like preventative maintenance. I mean, the car actually needed this stuff like spark plugs, air filter, and other like oil change and stuff like that. But other than that, the car has been really, really reliable. One characteristic is that I took it to Virginia, and it was about a 200-mile trip there and 200 miles back, and the car didn't skip a beat. The car was really, really good. It actually, it just, I don't know what to say. I mean, this car has been really, really good to me, and I'm really happy about how good it's been. I know I don't drive it as much as other people may have driven it, but I think I've driven it a good amount to actually say that. But yeah, you guys should already know. I mean, it's a Toyota. Reliability is key with these cars, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case you guys are on the market. Reliability is one of the top things I love about this car. The third thing that I love about my Toyota Sera is the comfort. Like I mentioned before, I actually took this to Virginia, and the trip over there was very nice. I know in one of my con videos about this car, the 5 things I dislike, not the 5 things, I think it is the 5 things, yeah. Yeah, the 5 things I dislike about my Sera, I mentioned that I had to always adjust myself for the seating position. I don't necessarily always have to adjust it. I just had to adjust it at least 2 times to really get like the sweet spot to sit down. But once you get in that sweet spot, the car is very, nice to drive on the highway. When you're in fifth gear going around, let's say 75 miles per hour, you're hitting 3,500 RPMs. I know the engine's going to be kind of loud at that RPM, but the car does get good miles per gallon. It's not a bad car. It's, to me, it's very comfortable. I mean, at least compared to my MR2. I mean, this car is one of my dailies. So when it comes down to comfort, the seats are comfy. A lot of people that sit inside the car, when I take them around for a spin, they say it's comfy. People have asked me if I wanted to lower it. I don't know. mean, I actually enjoy the suspension I put on there. So, I mean, if it comes down to it, if I get another daily driver, then I might think about lowering it. But I don't think that's really an idea in my head right now. I mean, it is an idea, but it's like something that's not really serious right now. I'm just going to enjoy the car for what it is. Maybe next year I might lower it. Who knows? It's just something that might pop up in my head. But other than that, comfort is very nice. I don't see anything wrong with driving this far places. I mean, if someone says let's drive to California and I don't have anything to do for the week or 2 weeks, I'm definitely gonna take this car. But yeah, the fourth thing I love about my Toyota Sera is, well, it's pretty obvious, but the uniqueness. From what I know, is that they only made 15,000 of these cars. And the number, when I first got this car, they said it was 1,200 plus or minus, and now it's 1,500 plus or minus manuals. I'm just going to stick with 1,500 plus or minus, how many they made. So I think, in general, the Sera is a very unique car. I mean, if you just look at it, like, wow. Okay, first off, I know that you guys that live in Japan and you guys that live in Europe, like, when people drive on the right-hand side, it's nothing big. But, like, in America, that's, like, a big deal. Like, everyone goes freaking crazy. Like, oh, my gosh, she's driving on the right-hand side. Isn't that illegal? I get all types of questions, and I don't mind answering questions, And, the uniqueness is, the doors, how it's designed, like there's so much glass on the car. This is one of the first cars with projectors in them. And just in general, it's just a really nice car to look at. It's very smooth, the edges are very rounded and very nice looking. And yeah, it's just the uniqueness of the vehicle, and that's something I really love about this car, and that's something that drawed my attention to it, and that is why it's on my love list. Now the last thing that I love about my Toyota Sera is that everyone gets happy when they see this car, or it just it gets everyone's, like, I mean, I don't know how to properly word it, but a lot of people that I've interacted with, they actually told me, "Oh my gosh, this car has made my day. You've made my day. Thank you so much." Because when I got this car, I mean, same thing with my MR2. If someone wants to see this car, if they're very interested in this car, I don't mind showing them the car. I don't mind this stuff. I don't mind, like, if they stop me at a gas station, hey, can I look at your car? Hey, can I take a picture? Sure, go ahead, take a picture. And then I ask them, I'm like, hey, would you like me to open up the doors for you? Oh my gosh, could you? Yeah. And then they're like looking inside the car. I've never been inside a right-hand drive car. Would you? And then I asked them, would you like to sit inside a right-hand drive car? And then that's when they're like, oh my God, you would let me sit in it? And I'm like, absolutely. Take your time. Go ahead and go in there. Now, Now, the only times I can't really do that is when I'm heading somewhere. Like if I'm going to school and I'm running late. I can't necessarily just say, hey, take your time, go into my car. I will, let them take pictures and stuff, but I won't be as interactive as, let's say, I'm getting off of school, or if I'm getting off of work, it's just stuff like that. Because I've had several occasions where I'm heading into work, and when I park my car into work, my job is at like a busy intersection, like a busy part of the road. So a lot of traffic gets by there, and a lot of people get off the bus there. And what happens when I park up and a lot of people get off the bus? They're going to say, whoa, what car is that? And several times they've, I'm not going to say hold me up, but I guess I'll stick with that. They've held me up to where I'm like 10 minutes late for work, and I'm literally right outside my job. And luckily my boss, she's very cool with it because she sees them, asking me about the car. So she knows it's not my fault, But yeah, those are the only occurrences where I would say, hey, I need to go inside, because I did have to like stop some people, like, hey, I need to go inside, sorry, this and that. And they're very understanding, like, oh yeah, you work here, okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I put this on the love list, but it's kind of like half and half, because sometimes it takes, just takes a lot out of you, because not every day you're going to be in a good mood. Not every day you want the, I'm not saying I want the attention. I'm just saying, like, you don't really, you just want to just go on with your day. You don't really want to do all that. So that's just one thing. And yeah, so this is probably the last one on my love list. I actually like the car a lot. I didn't really think I'll love it this much, but really, really grew on me. But yeah, that's my list for that, and I hope you guys enjoy this. In case if any of you guys are looking for a Sera, you guys can refer to this video, I believe. These are my personal opinions. I mean, everyone loves their Seras for different reasons. Maybe one has a different engine swap. They love their Sera for that reason. It's different things. I just try to make it very broad so some people can relate with me. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys take it easy. The third thing I love about my Toyota Sera is the comfortability.